We're back. We're back. We are back. Guys, you walk in, please make sure you hit that like button. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember, we do go live each and every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 o'clock Eastern time. Oh, I'm sorry. We don't go live each and every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We go live pretty much every day at 7 o'clock, our new time, 7 o'clock Eastern time. Like always, thank you for you guys tuning in to KI Culture Radio. I King, Jordan, what's cracking like? What's cracking like? What's cracking like?
You already know, still getting it.
Hey man, I'm feeling good, feeling great. Friday's here, the weekend's here. You about to have some fun today. So hey man, we about to bring it in today. So let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's get it. Oh, you're on mute, Ronnie. You're on mute.
Sorry, shout out to everybody that watching us on Facebook, Instagram, Kick, and also Twitch. Guys, make sure you follow. So very important for you guys to follow so you never miss it when we go live. Shout out to Kid 504, the first one in the building, watching us on YouTube. And also shout out to Miss Bell, also watching us on Instagram. Shout out to those that always kicking it in on X. We really do greatly appreciate it. Sports. Jordan, what's going on in the sports, big dog?
Oh, we got some news for you guys. We got some news. We're gonna talk about Terry Rozier. So he's now being investigated for some really weird betting from last year. We played for the Charlotte Hornets, and even though there's a lot of betting go around sports and everything, and we see there were some players in the NFL who has been suspended for betting and sports betting. And now that we're seeing more of it, especially in the NBA and also in the NFL, we're seeing that, players are doing more of the betting. And now, they're doing an investigation on Terry Rozier of his betting, when he was with Charlotte Hornets last year. So go ahead, play the clip. After that, we'll chop it up.
Miami Heat guard Terry Rozier had one of his best games of the season last night, scoring 22 points off the bench. Miami's loss to Cleveland, but it's Rozier's play before he joined the Heat last season that's now under federal investigation. The Wall Street Journal reporting unusual betting patterns surrounding Rozier in a game when he played for the Hornets in 2023, now being investigated by federal prosecutors, and involves Rozier's performance during a March 2023 game when he left that game early due to reported foot injury. It's all part of a federal probe concerning illegal sports gambling. Investigation is part of a larger gambling scheme that has already implicated former Raptors forward Jonte Porter, who is now banned from the NBA for life. A spokesman for the NBA says the league did conduct an investigation involving Rozier, but did not find a violation of NBA.
Yeah, so there's been some blah. So Terry Rozier is getting extremely investigated, and if he's proven to prove that he's been betting, it can, I don't know if Adam Silver will make a statement of maybe ban him for the rest of the year, but this could be bad because, like I said, since there's more betting, we see a lot more players that are doing betting, and then a lot of people are getting investigated, which is Terry Rozier. So go ahead, Ronnie, man, what's your take on it?
Yeah, that's how it is when it comes to the sports betting, sports betting world. Like it's been rumored a lot of these NBA players and also NFL players are going around sports betting behind the league, knowing, but later did they find out the league does know about it because they actually gonna find out who are doing what. Because at the same time, sometimes things slip up. Sometimes they have their family member do it, they have their friends doing it, but at some point the players gotta understand something. You cannot sports bet. You cannot do it. You cannot do it. You cannot do it. I know it sucks. I know they want to get involved and have fun with it. No, you cannot do it because you are one of the players, and it's not only that, it's gonna bring a lot of controversy if they find out that you are doing it. So Terry Rozier, hopefully you pass and find out that you was doing it, but if you find out you are doing it, it could be some very detrimental to your career. It's crazy. Oh man, go right ahead, King.
A fool and his money shall soon part. As people regardless if we're giving God's opportunity, we're getting in this. I've told y'all my stance about this whole sports betting. This is going to be bad for us. This is going to be bad for us. So I don't know why he would do that. You know what I mean? He was actually quite a good player. And he has a decent contract, if I'm not mistaken. What are you doing? Sports betting. And it is no different than insider trading. If he leaves early or do something, now anything he does is going to be associated with him gambling. So I say tell people, stay away from that stuff.
Yeah, man. I remember this happened last year in the NBA. That I think it was a Toronto Raptor. I think it was Jonte Porter. He got banned from the Toronto Raptors as a player, for betting. So Hakeem is right. This is coming an extreme problem, because it's even though we might be better for sports, it's not cool that we seeing players from football and basketball they're doing illegal sports because if that's the case, we're gonna see if it keeps growing like this, we want to see players start shaving points, and that really could tarnish the league and the integrity of the league, which is not good. So if he did this and with the amount of betting that he did, like I said, Adam Silver does have to make a statement and maybe have to ban him from the NBA, to stop this process, because you do not want to hurt the integrity of the league. So we're gonna learn more research about it, and when we come back, and we'll see what his stats on this on Terry Rozier.
Yeah, I was reading a comment here. The comment said that there was a plane crash. Shout out to the subscriber on case. It was a plane crash in Philly not too long ago. I don't know how true that is. We gotta look into that. I don't know how true that is, but if it was, that's crazy. This year's already starting off crazy. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right-hand side so you never miss them when we go live. Shout out to all of those that's watching us all across the board. Money. Over here on KL Country Radio, we love to talk about money and how can we make money and how can we utilize our money the right way. That being said, go right ahead, Jordan. What's going on with the money?
Let's get into it. Let's talk about the housing market. So data showed from last month of December how the home sales had fallen from 5.3% of December 2024. So going into 2025, what does this say? So the percentage is, what does it say, going through, 2025 of the month of January to start off fresh, to make a stronger housing market. So go ahead, play the clip, and after that, we'll chop it up.
Can you hear?
In December, pending home sales fell 5.5% from a month prior after 4 straight months of increases. All 4 U.S. regions saw activity fall month over month, with the West Coast experiencing the most significant fall. Here with what it all means for the housing market, we've got Chen Zhao, who is the Redfin Head of Economic Research. Chen, great to have you here with us. I just want to get your reaction to this morning's number.
Hi, thanks so much for having me today. Yes, so pending sales did fall in December. Redfin also has a measure of pending sales that we released about 2 weeks ago, and that showed that pending sales in December had declined about 4.5% relative to November. By all measures, it seems that towards the end of 2024, housing market activity really slowed, and we're seeing that continue into the new year. I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that rates really started increasing in November and then through December, as the Fed made it really clear that they were pausing rate hikes.
Now, Redfin found that the typical home is taking nearly 2 months to sell. That's the slowest pace in 5 years, and that would point to what some would call or summarize as kind of stale listings within the market. What's behind that lag?
So what we're seeing right now is this very interesting dynamic. playing out in the housing market, where it is both the case that we don't have a lot of new listings, and when new listings come on, a lot of times, those that are especially priced right actually are snatched up really quickly, and it can be competitive. In some cases, you might even see bidding wars for some of those homes. But at the same time, homes that maybe are priced a little bit high or maybe not quite move-in ready, what you're seeing is that they are sitting on the market for a long time. So you're kind of seeing this like really interesting dynamic playing out.
And so is there hope on the horizon for an end to the sluggishness that we've seen in activity?
I think that the housing market is likely to remain fairly sluggish in the near term. However, there's really a lot of uncertainty this year, and a lot of this uncertainty really stems from, policies around tariffs or around, the government deficit, and a lot of these issues that really drive mortgage rates, whether they go up or down. And so really, depending on where we land on these issues, I think if we do see a little bit of relief in mortgage rates, we could see a decent amount of pickup in the housing market.
We've heard President Trump talk about bringing down mortgage rates and spurring the housing market. Is there anything within the president's realm that he can do to ultimately bring those results?
I think right now, if you're looking at what is keeping mortgage rates really high, I think there's a few fundamental factors. One is that the economy is strong, right? The labor market is very strong, and that's ultimately good news for American households. But that's also keeping the Fed from continuing to cut their policy rate because inflation is sort of stuck just a little bit above their target rate of 2%. And the economy is not really showing any weakness, so they don't feel any need to be in a hurry to cut. And then in addition to that, what you also see is that there's a lot of uncertainty and fear about tariffs and what that could mean, especially for inflation. And so I think one thing that, is very much tied to the administration's policies that could make a difference for mortgage rates in particular is where we land on these tariff policies at the end of the day.
Chen, thanks so much for taking the time.
Yeah, so last month started a little slow. It was down 5.5%. So hopefully, by the January and the year going along, we hopefully see the housing market go better. So go ahead, Ronnie, man. What's your take?
Yeah, so his coming from Realtor.com. Depending on the home sale, falling by 5.5% in December. However, compared to 1 month ago, pending sale declined in all the U.S. region within the West, according to the law. According to the law is just dropped. I think everybody already know what happened in the West. The California fire. A lot of stuff that's going on right now within the West. So right now, there's a lot of homes that are available in the market. It's just people are not buying homes because it's based on the area, pretty much based on the area and also the region. Majority of the time, people don't like to deal with the snow, the fires, the tornadoes, or the earthquakes. They like to go someplace that's very pleasant, that's very peaceful. But the places that are very peaceful, there's no homes available. Year-over-year contract signing retreating all U.S. region within the Midwest, showing a large reduction, which was showing the largest reduction. So there are homes that are all available in the Midwest and also in the West, but people don't want to move there, especially right now with the LA wildfire. People just not they stay away from that as much as possible. But I'm just curious on like what area are people mainly focused on. I know people are always focused on Florida, especially Texas, Georgia, those type of areas, South Carolina, North Carolina. But I'm just interested in this year because I'm someone who is looking to purchase a home. I'm just trying to see, okay, where are the other regions that people are looking at, so I can keep my eye on those type of regions. Go right ahead, Hakeem.
So it's not uncommon for a lot of people here. Y'all see when inflation and housing prices is. Lots of times, mortgage rates are also linked to rent. If you see the rent going up sometime, the mortgage is going up. If you go to a block and you see there's more houses for sale, but there's no buyers, then you know we're heading into some tragedy. So just like in particular where I go, I see a lot of houses are being for sale, but nobody is not trying to buy. So now when we didn't have an abundance market for sale, but now we're doing, because the rates are so high and a lot of people can't afford their home. So best thing to do is to sit back and wait and prepare, weather the storm out, save your money, weather the storm, get your credit together. And after this, you'll be able to pick up a good deal.
Yeah, I can agree with you 100%. I remember there was an area me and my wife just lived in when we first moved to LA. And I believe like a couple weeks ago, I was in the area and I drove around the area and everything. And I saw there was a lot of places, like places around there, not really much houses, but you know, like stores and stuff, where it's like was up on lease and everything. And I'm like, wow, that's crazy. So they must like be really, you know, raising up the the prices on rent and everything. So, and I'm curious, it's like maybe next year or two, what's gonna happen there. And my being saying that is when it comes to for the people now that they might go to work, drive around and everything. If I was, for people, you guys, like if there's a certain area you might used to live in or you want to move in, just really look around and look at the areas that you see that where they're building houses, where people are buying that. Not necessarily in the city. Go out to the outskirts, some place that might be an hour and a half away from you, 45 minutes away from you, and see, why people are moving out in the area or why people moving into this area. And the thing is, it's like you really don't have to look at the news. You can just literally go out, drive, and just look in the area and see, where people are really migrating at. Either they buying or they leaving. And it's real simple. And and like I said, and it kind of tells you of an area that you want to move in. It's like, is this the best place for you as a single person or somebody that's in a relationship, marriage with kids and everything? Is this the right place for you to live in at this time that we're in right now? So it's important to like I said, do your research of how the housing market is, but also go on outside and look at the areas that you see that people are moving or moving out, and then also what people are coming in for. Because you never know, like I said, we go outside and look, you have more information of what's going on.
Shout out to Know Your Worth, that's also in the building. Thank you so much, sweetheart, for being here. Greatly appreciate. Shout out to those watching us all across the board. Thank you guys for tuning in. And don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to follow for those that's watching us right now on Twitch and also Kick. Make sure you follow so you never miss it when we go live. Shout out to those watching us on Rumble and also X. Hip hop. Jordan, what's going on in the hip hop world?
Let's talk about D'Angelo Ball. So D'Angelo Ball, he's starting off this month strong. He came out with this hot little single, Tweaker, which was just a banger, which I really like. I really do. They starting to play. I mean, I remember he performed for the halftime show in Detroit Lions game when he faced Washington, and now they're playing him on the radio a lot and everything. But he was saying that coming to him and Crandall, who's colder, him or Cameron? And he said he thinks he's colder than Cameron, not by being a rapper, but how he presents himself on the song and everything. That when it comes to like a banger, he thinks he's colder than Cameron when it comes to like kind of making a banger and everything. So go ahead, play the clip, and after that we'll chop it up.
Basketball colder than.
Not only is this like the first song of yours that really made the net go into frenzy, you also very recently got into your first ever rap beef with Cameron.
That's before I was rapping.
I know, but it's all kind of just happening so quickly. What's it been like having to deal with like commentary from someone like Cameron?
I don't deal with it. Like, that don't bother me, bro. I just address it because I ain't finna get punked for nothing. Like, dog, what is you saying? They don't know me at all. I don't know Cameron, bro. I think I rap colder than him. Basketball colder than him. I'm not over here like, dang, you said I can't do this. Like, bro,
right.
I knew it was coming. I just be keeping it cool. Like,
well, the basketball, I mean Cameron's great at basketball, but I would think it's safe to assume you're a better basketball player than Cameron.
That's no, bro.
But you also feel as if musically you're better?
Me personally, yeah, that's what I'm saying. But not gonna say that, and well, I said it on here now, but I'm not going online like I'm better than Cameron. Like, yeah.
But you do feel that way, though.
I feel that way, but you know, hella people gonna respect. That's they legend for real. I'm not disrespecting.
Right.
Like, cool, bro. I don't know. I don't have no feeling towards it.
The only feeling is that you feel like musically, you know, you're superior.
Yeah, I'm feeling like I'm up there in my music for real.
Good, man. Keep
Ain't
cooking.
Yeah, so that's the end of the ball. You know, he came out, you know, with this banger Tweaker, which it is. You know, he feels more confident that that Tweaker is, you know, is getting the numbers. A lot of people was liking and feeling it and everything. But he made a statement of, you know, him being quoted at Cameron, you know, may cause some controversies because that's how way he feels and everything. So go on, Ronnie. You know, what's your thing about LiAngelo Ball? You know, him as, you know, his song Tweaker is doing a good job, and also him saying he's colder than Cameron.
He's not colder than Cameron, and I'm being honest, I'm not even a Cameron fan at all. I don't really listen to Cameron as much. I barely can even listen to his podcast. But at the same time, you know, you got to give respect when respect due. Cameron been in the game for a very long time. He's highly respected, especially when it comes to the aspect of New York and New Jersey. But, you know, LiAngelo Ball just having fun. That's what they do. They have fun. And I won't be surprised later on Cameron end up dragging them on the podcast, and then we end up talking about it later. That's how it normally is. So he's just having fun. He just want to get Cameron's attention because they had beef before. But let's see what happens. Go right ahead.
So in every era, we have this. Young guys get old, new young guys come. Young guys look at the older guys and say, I'm better than you. Sometimes these boys got to just stay in their place. You can never rap colder than Cameron. Swerving in the corner, that's cool, but Cameron has some bangers. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Killer Cam album, you know what I'm saying? Like he's just had a lot of bangers. But I just thought it was funny. But it just is, you can only figure how Cam probably didn't like the older rappers from the 80s. So it's just the same thing as tradition.
Well, the thing is, you know, when Cameron gave, you know, LiAngelo Ball, you know, a little bit more commentary about his ball game, you know, LiAngelo Ball, he felt some type of way. Even though he said he don't care what he kind of says, of course he does. He does. I know he does. But you know, I give it to LiAngelo Ball. You know, he's to me, he's a better rapper than he is a baller, as we can see. So LiAngelo Ball is doing a good job. But he's not colder than Cameron. I listened to Cameron back in the day. Come on, man. Come on. Nah. No way. LiAngelo Ball, you got some work to do, man. You got to put out more songs so we can put you up there with Cameron and we can debate, you know, who's colder. Is it you or is it Cameron? So LiAngelo, you got to do some more work. You start off strong. I listen to you, you know, while I'm at work, you got a banger. I ain't gonna lie, you do have a banger. I love Tweaker. I really, really do. But we gotta see some more. Let's see if you gotta come out another hit song. If you talk about another hit song in the summertime, if you make a hit song in the summertime, all right, man, you on the map. So let's see if you can do that. Maybe make another hit in the summertime.
Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right-hand side. Remember to always click all so you never miss it when we go live. Shout out to those watching us all across the board. Shout out to Genesis I Am. That's also in the building. Great to see you. And also the mom under Natasha Vincent. That's also in the building. Shout out to Miss Sunshine watching us right now on Instagram. Thank you so much for being here. We greatly appreciate it. Shout out to those watching on some Kick, Twitch, and also Rumble, and also X. Shout out to Hustle and Muscle also right now watching us on YouTube. Great to see you, big dog. Like you already know, guys, it is Freestyle Friday. You already know how we get down on Freestyle Friday. We talk about a different variety of topics, but mostly the juicy and spicy one. We're about to freestyle it, guys. So go ahead, Jordan, do your thing.
Okay, let's get into it. Let's talk about Dwayne Wade. So Dwayne Wade, he was on the WI network, and he came out to confess that last year he had got surgery last year, 2023, on his kidney. And what the doctor found, and he was saying, like, you know, when he was kind of, you know, going to the bathroom, like peeing, something wasn't right. We say when he was trying to go to the bathroom, and so he went to the doctors and they scanned his body, and really rot his kidneys, and they found that he had a cancerous tumor on the bottom side of his kidney. And so when he got second and third opinion, and once all the opinion was correct, he immediately got surgery and to take that cancerous tumor off. Because if he wouldn't have did that, it would have made it probably would have went way worse. So don't take my word for it. Here's Dwayne Wade with talking about his cancer.
And like, man, why is my piss coming out slow? Why my stream ain't powerful? Why is it a little weak?
I get it.
But because I did the full body scan, they were able to see my entire body, my entire insides. And they were able to see something that was on my kidney. And so what I had on my kidney was a cyst, a tumor. And the doctor was like, so you need to have kidney surgery.
Damn.
What? I went to multiple doctors to make sure that this was what they saw. And so I had a personal decision to make. And what it was, if this is cancerous, if this tumor, this cyst is cancerous on your kidney, you're 41 years old, you probably need surgery because it's something that needs to be removed so it doesn't spread. I made a decision to have surgery. Thank God that I did do the surgery.
Right.
Because the tumor was cancerous. My own journey to have that surgery, I think it was the first time my family, my dad, my kids, they saw me weak. That moment was probably the weakest point I've ever felt in my life. The moments that I was by myself, I was struggling, dog. As a man, you never want your family to see you weak.
It's tough.
Don't want to be perceived weak, and you don't want to be seen in your weak moments.
Right.
But I had to. What I saw in the midst of that and me going through my illness, I saw my family who may not always talk, may not always agree. I saw everybody show up for me and be there for me. And in that process of my weakness, I found strength.
Yeah, man, that's hearing that could be scary because I'm going to this is going towards Ronnie. He's take this all the time. As black man, you need to go to the hospital because of stuff like this and what we hear about Dwayne Wade when he got something at 41 years old. So go ahead, Ronnie, man. I'm passing it to you because this is your lane, man. About my men need to go to the hospital or go to get your checkup. So go ahead, Ronnie.
Yeah, I would say, us as a black man, we are afraid to go to the doctor. And one thing Dwayne Wade, he failed to realize, you always got to get a second opinion. Don't be first to always listen to what your doctor say first, because that could have been easily resolved. You probably didn't even have to take off your kidney. But I'm not a doctor, I'm not a physician, so I can't really tell you. But always good to go get a second opinion. Don't matter you're a man or a female, always get a second opinion. Don't always go by what the first doctor say, because sometimes the first doctor could be wrong. But it's so very important for black men, especially for black men, to go to the doctor. I think we fail to realize we don't like going to the doctor. We don't like to see the doctor. We don't like to see the hospital room. Especially me, I don't even like to see the hospital room. But however, it's very important for us to go get checked up. Because I think it makes us put us in a weak position when we go to the doctor. It makes it see because we don't actually know what's going on. Because especially as men, we do want to know what's going on. So when we cannot find out what's actually going on within our body, then we get upset about it. Dwayne Wade, on the other hand, is a prime example why black men should go to the doctor, because you never know what might be wrong with you. Because Dwayne Wade is physically fit, as you can see. Physically fit man, played basketball in the NBA for a very long time, but look, and he still had issue with his body. So black man, take this from Dwayne Wade. Go get your checkup. Go right ahead.
Historically, lots of men are, and just to give historically, a lot of men are scared to go to the doctors. Some of it's trauma due to the past. Like this is the Tuskegee Institute, you know what I mean? Where there was
the experiment, yeah.
The experiment. So things like that. But then on top of that is, it's culture. A lot of us just don't feel comfortable going to the doctor. A lot of us are scared to find out what's wrong and stuff like that. And most men just have the lack of education on this. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I'll be all right, or it ain't gonna be nothing. Some of us don't have health care. You know what I mean? That's another reason. Some of us don't want the bills that comes behind having that. You know what I mean? But our mortality rate is very low. Average black man passes away by 60 sometimes. And now in my generation, a lot of us are leaving at 40 and 41. You know what I mean? I had tons of friends I went to high school with passed away. So these are things that we got to take into an account. You know what I mean? It just be more focused on your health.
Absolutely, absolutely. And it just hearing Dwayne Wade, you know, talks about it and everything at his age, you know, it should see, you know, it should spread, you know, to, you know, doesn't matter how healthy you are, you eat good, whatever, you know, anything can happen around your body. It could be in your organs, your heart, kidneys, liver, whatever. And that's why it's very, very important, you know, to get your checkups and everything to make sure you're okay. It's especially if you got family, you got a wife and kids and everything. You, of course, you know, as a man, you want to live a long time to see your kids grow up, you know, to go to graduate, probably get married and see your the next generation, see grandkids and everything. I know a lot of men want to see all that, but it's very, very important, you know, you get on the phone. If you don't have a doctor, you know, find one, do your research, and you know, see what experience you have, and give them a call, get a checkup, and also see, you know, if you like the doctor that you might see him, that you say, hey, okay, I choose this doctor. He's gonna be my doctor, and he's gonna be my doctor. You know, for next year, I see him like we do two checkups a year. Okay, I'm seeing him 2 checkups a year and everything. You know, I know for me, you know, if I'm with my doctor, you know, if I like one, his credentials look good. Hey, you my doctor, you know, you my doctor for life. But if there's any other stuff that might go down, you see something, you know, cool, but I'm gonna get a second or third opinion, make sure it's good. And then after that, you know, if I have something wrong with me, I'm gonna what are the steps that I need to take, and then really take those necessary steps. So yeah, man, I'm thankful that D Wade talked about this, because you know this can happen to anybody, especially around 41 years old. So people in their 40s or even their late 30s, it's very important to go get checked out.
Shout out to Bobby Bryan, that's also in the building. Great to see you, sweetheart. I hope all is well. And shout out to Sherry Bryan as well, because I know sometimes people listening in the cloud. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right-hand side so you never miss it when we go live. Shout out to everybody that's watching all across the board. Thank you guys so much for being here. We greatly appreciate it. Go ahead, moving forward.
All right, let's go on to our main topic of the show. We're gonna talk about the Pop with the Loom reunion. So there was a guy named Mozzie. He went viral, you know, because he's being very flashy. You know, the flashy chain, the flashy watches, the rings, the grills, all about that. And we kind of know, like, when people wear too much bling, or wear very, very expensive clothes, we kind of know he must be a scammer, or he's not that rich and everything. We know that. And so, you know, he was on the show, Papa Lou show, I think it was like a month back, and now the reunion is today. And, you know, and now he kind of speaking like he lived that lifestyle, but everybody was laughing and joking on because you know how he speaks, the stuff that he wears and everything. He really thinks he that guy, or people like to say like he's a high value man. So at the on the video, Hakeem, it's at the 50 minute mark and 30-second mark. I think it's like 4 or 5 minutes. I'll let you know when to stop. So go ahead and play the clip about Mozzie the scammer and how people was laughing at him, because we all know he's a scammer. So go ahead and play the clip, and after that we'll chop it up.
Knows how to carry himself. But when it comes to high value, you will not see a high value man on OnlyFans. That's number one.
What?
You will not see a high value man having an OnlyFans account. Number one. Listen, wait.
Hold on, everybody be quiet now. Go
ahead, Doctor. Let me finish. I will land the plane, and I'll have everybody have an opportunity to speak. A high value man, when you have things, resources, stability, financial resources,
It's great.
it doesn't shout, it doesn't scream. Like I said, I do have a Richard Mille piece. It is on my wrist. This watch is 70,000 USD.
That ain't real.
I didn't buy it with my money.
That's
I didn't buy it.
$70,000.
I didn't buy it with my money, and I will not boast on that. However, when we're talking about high value, there's a difference between high value and flashy. We can have that conversation at the
I like that.
different time.
That's true.
Okay, thank you for that. Let's go ahead and wrap this one up and move on to. So that was Mozzie VS we were just talking about. Now we're going to talk about our other
2.0.
Mozzie here, who also got called flashy. Is she someone that's your type?
You ever been on a private jet before?
No, not yet.
Not yet. I want to find out.
No.
When you
It's
start.
my teeth. It's in the grill.
Oh.
Yeah, it's my teeth.
Oh, well.
It's 30K.
No, I'm just playing.
It's
But-
30K in my mouth.
Hey.
It's a house.
She like that. All right, so Mozzie, on the show, you talked about your teeth, how much they cost. You talked about getting on yachts, all that stuff. Is that usually how you pick up ladies or how you get?
No, it's not. I just was having fun on the show.
Okay.
None of the girls on the show was my type. I don't even know why y'all put them up there with me anyway.
What is your type?
Not that.
So what is?
So what is?
Somebody that's beautiful, got something going for herself, not up here with buck teeth, not a farmer. Y'all have farmers up there.
What?
Do it look like I'm close to a farm? No.
Foreigner? You said
Farmers. They
Like a
up there
farmer.
milking cows and stuff like that.
That was in the lineup for you.
That didn't make any. It just didn't make any sense. So I said, you know what? I'ma have fun, but I'ma still pop it. Let y'all know how I'm coming for real. Private jets, yeah. Everything I said is what's really going on. It's regular for me though.
So I know you said, none of those ladies were your type. You said you look for a beautiful woman, a woman. I thought they were all beautiful.
They were
up
all
there.
beautiful. Yes.
But
Cap.
Yeah.
So you wanted celebrities lineup or what?
I mean, look at me and look at them. Does that make sense?
But you came on the show. You seen the show before?
I seen the show.
Okay.
okay, so to flip it back to the ladies, what did you all think of Mozzie's appearance when he came on the show? I know.
I mean, to be frank, I would not talk to either of these guys in like.
Be frank, I wouldn't talk to you at all either.
I know I
If
wouldn't
you
talk
see
to
my
you.
lineup, you would like you wouldn't even talk to me at all. You see my lineup, you'd be like, yeah, I know I ain't even on his level.
Your disco ball ass. It's not a matter of level.
You look like Cisco when he brought the thong song. Like literally, like you don't believe in God. You got a strong Jamaican accent, but you ain't even from Jamaica. Like
What are you talking about?
She's Jamaican.
You got this red lipstick on. You don't go with nothing. Your feet look like you've been walking all day on bricks. Like let's just be real. You ain't high at all. Like why you didn't even see me? Why they even send me next? They should even send me next to you if you really want to know the truth.
And I know your neck hurts.
Okay,
So I
guys.
don't know why you coming for her. I wouldn't approach or talk to either of these guys because I'm not a fan of flashiness. I'm just not.
Because you
There's a
know that I
certain-
wouldn't talk to you.
Huh?
Because you know that I would not talk to you.
Well, thank God. Eh?
Yeah.
No, I'm just asking a question. Relax.
It's because I know you wouldn't talk to me.
Yeah, is that
I
the
don't
reason
know, I don't know
why?
what's in your mind. I'm just saying I don't like flashiness, and
Do
if
you
I
feel
see
like you're
flashy
not good
guys, I
enough
wouldn't
for
talk
me?
to them. Huh?
Do you feel like you're not good enough for me?
That's a crazy.
She doesn't know you.
I don't care. I don't know you. I'm just giving my answer
Off
to her
of first
question.
impression, looking at me and you looking in the mirror, would you
Uh-huh.
feel like you would be appropriate for me?
I don't care.
Well, that's the answer.
You know what's so crazy?
The answer's
I
no.
bet if she showed me the last 5 guys she dated, they not even on my level. They not nowhere near
I
my
dated
level.
a surgeon and 2 lawyers, buddy, not a disco ball.
I made more money in one day than a lawyer making a year.
You're not my type, and I'm not yours. What's your problem?
But I'm just saying.
You're so offended that I don't like flashy.
I'm not offended.
Yes, you are, because you're getting hissy. You're trying to hissy fit.
All right, and then so just to kind of bring it back to Mozzie. Mozzie, we heard you came to Phoenix in a helicopter. Let's take a look at that clip.
Yeah.
Wow. There goes security. Oh my God.
In 4K.
That is not when you landed.
In 4K.
He told him, hey, folks, just turn on the jets real quick.
This is crazy. This is crazy. All right.
Hi, I'm Corey Wayne.
You can stop it. You can stop it.
Yo, did he walk out? Did he walk out?
Thing, right? Why, to me, with a helicopter thing, right? Why didn't it show you the helicopter coming down and you coming off the helicopter? Why you had to take it with a helicopter that's on the land and you coming out and everything? That shows you this just shows you a lot of things.
Oh,
but
man.
go ahead, Ronnie, man. What's your take, man? This is funny to me. Go ahead.
It is funny because it's just entertainment. I don't even take Pop the Balloon serious. It's just an entertaining show. This is my first time actually watching the show. I barely even watch. I don't even know some of these people on the show. That's how crazy it is. I don't even watch the show. That's crazy. But it just show you that people like fakeness, and the guy's fake. All of them are pretty much fake. Even the ladies too, they fake too. They talking about they won't talk to a guy like that. They would. They definitely would talk to a guy like that because we see that all the time, especially living in Miami. You see it all the time. So, but it's a character he's trying to portray, and then he got exposed. That's all it was to it. He's not a high value man because, like I always tell people, there's no such thing as a high value man. It's just a man that pretty much live a certain type of lifestyle. Doesn't mean he's high value. He's just a man that take care of himself and take care of the business he needs to take care of. Men that truly have wealth, they're not very flashy with it. And that's 100. So hell no, I won't go on a Pop the Balloon show. You will never see me on there. No, sorry. Probably ask Hakeem if you go. I won't go. And nobody, I would do stuff like that. I won't even go because I know it's not. It's all fake and it's all around. Like you just going over there portraying a character. But I heard there's some people from this space that tried to get on the show and they got denied. Because you got to have that certain image. That's a rumor I heard. So, but it is what it is. Go right ahead.
Hey, man, I just thought that shit was funny as hell. It was a little baby Elwood on a little, pad. They had done wrote that shit in for him to take the shot. Hey, man, faking it till you make it don't work because it's going to come out. You can't lie forever. And you know what I mean? And this is just a part of our culture. We support dysfunctionality in that type of sense. I'm like, nah, nigga, I ain't doing none of that. I'm good.
Yeah, I hear I thought it was just hilarious. I remember I just say the Pop the Balloon, it's a big channel right now because it's so big that I remember Saturday Night Live, they did a little skit on Pop the Balloon, which Gorilla and Dave Chappelle did a skit from Pop the Balloon. So shout out to Arletta and her husband. They're doing a wonderful job popping the balloon because every time they put on an episode once a week, and in 24 hours they get at least 1 million views. So shout out to them. Yeah, but going back to the scamming stuff, Mozzie and everything, like the helicopter tells it all. And I remember that he did. I think Arletta and her husband did an interview a month ago on him, and they showed him that he was in a private jet. which is fun. I'm like, yo, we could tell, it's like and a lot of people like exposed him because it was like a setting. It wasn't a real private jet and everything. He had all his chain on. He had a champagne. Eating stuff and everything. Like he living that life, man. Sir, you're not living that life. You're really not. And it just showed. It just showed to you that when it comes to characters like that, you are very easily exposed because rich men, like athletes, rappers like that, they flash, but they only flash on videos. They don't flash every day because if they flash every day, they're gonna get robbed. And for him, to have all the wearing all this flash, the other guy too. It's like, yo, man, you just a character that plays, yo. We can see right through you. You're a scammer. And the other guy talking about, I make for lawyers and then doctors, I make more money one day than they do the whole year. Okay, you probably scan something that can make you 1 year, but the thing is, you get caught, you're going to jail. You are going to jail.
So I'm glad that, you know, when people, we see these things, you know, we don't, because like we see that they're very exposed, because we looked at those people that flashy, we don't know them. Like, who are you? You don't know you from no YouTube, no Instagram as an influencer. Who are you? What do you do? Scam. And that's probably what he does.
Yep, the guys, let us know what you think in the comments. Do you actually like the Popular Balloon reunion show, or do you like the Popular Balloon in general? Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right-hand side so you never miss it when we go live. Shout out to Joe Don't Hurt Him. That's also in the building. Best to be upon you, big dog. Great to see you. Shout out to Gore. That's also in the building as well. Shout out to those that's also watching us right now on Instagram. We got Nick the Magnificent is also in the building. Shout out to those watching us on Twitch and also Kick. Thank you guys so much watching us on Rumble and also X. Moving forward, go right ahead, Jordan.
All right, let's go on to the next topic. So this went viral. So a 16-year-old boy is facing first-degree murder charges in an attempt to murder collapse in Gaston County courtroom on Wednesday after learning he would not be granted bail. So his name is Sean Simpson. He has been charged with first-degree murder and connection with the fatal shot of a 16-year-old boy, Jaquavius Dawkins. In addition, Simpson faces an attempted first-degree murder charge. Here you go. Related to the same incident, and according to prosecutors, Dawkins and another individual was walking down the street on Sunday night when Simpson allegedly opened fire. Dawkins was fatally shot, while the second victim sustained injuries. During the court appearance, members of his family was present, and some visibly emotional as they hearing some unfold. And so shortly after court, when he wasn't getting bail, he really collapsed because I don't know what state he's in, but we're seeing, like, for him, he might really be charged as an adult, and he is, like I said, and if the charges are him guilty, he could probably spend life in prison at the age of 16. So go ahead, Hakeem, play the clip, and we're gonna chop it up.
First at 5, a 16-year-old learns he will not be getting bail after being charged with murder. Sean Simpson is accused of killing 16-year-old Jaquavius Dawkins and also accused of trying to kill someone else Sunday night in Gastonia. Well, Simpson is now being charged under a law change which allows 16 and 17-year-olds to be charged as an adult in certain crimes. But that did not make things any easier for anyone involved today, as you just saw. As Derek Dellinger reports right now, the hearing only lasted a few minutes, but it was tough for both families.
The family of the victims, Jaquavius Dawkins, they were in court and they were quite emotional about what happened. You have to realize this is one of their first chances to see the teen accused of killing him. Sean Simpson came into Gaston County Court at points wiping away his tears as he stood before a judge. Just 16 years old, he's being charged with first-degree murder as an adult. That's as a result of a law change that went into effect in December, which allows teens his age to be charged as an adult in certain crimes. There was a realization that during this proceeding that the gravity was hitting him, a grand jury indictment that could come in the near future, and a moment that hit when a judge told him that he would not be seeing freedom anytime soon.
Court may impose a hold without bond. Court finds sufficient allegations to support the charges. Considering the relevant charges, he is ordered held without bond.
This moment is tough to watch, but it was something that Jaquavius Dawkins' family says they needed to be here for. Simpson accused of killing Dawkins Sunday night along Chester Street. Simpson also accused with attempted first-degree murder involving another victim. Dawkins' family says he was going to get medical supplies for his mother when he was killed. After Wednesday's court appearance, things were still raw for Dawkins' family.
It's affected everybody, even the neighborhood that he lives in. It affected everybody.
Her grandson overcoming health issues as a baby and eventually playing football at Ashbrook High School. In recent days, and even after court Wednesday, Dawkins' family could not help but tell us how kind he was.
He was sweet. He was kind. He would do anything for anybody.
Which has made this all the more tough. But there's a realization here from Dawkins' family that justice must come, even for a suspect that's so young.
He is really young, and he took an innocent life, which was a part of me. I felt bad, But I mean, you know, you out here doing big boy things, and this is what's going to happen. You got to suffer the consequences.
Simpson's next court date is set for February, though we're told he could be indicted by a grand jury before then, but he will remain in jail given the charges. At the Gaston.
Yeah, so this went viral. Like I said, this went viral because at 16 he's being charged with first degree murder as an adult, and you know a lot of people, you know, it's well you're gonna hear from us, but a lot of people it's kind of cool if you do something like that heinous. If you get charged, you know, if you get charged and also get life from parole at that age, you know, because you know at 16, 17, you know, you kind of you're in the mindset you're fully developed of, you know, if you want to shoot somebody or not, or where to shoot them at, if you're going to delete the person or not. So go ahead, Ronnie, man. What's your take?
I don't feel bad for this 16-year-old. I'm glad that he's going to spend the rest of his life in prison. You took an innocent life away, a young man who probably had a bad future ahead of him, playing football, probably didn't do no harm, went to the corner store to try to get medicine for his mom, and you took his life away. That guy was a bully, and I hope somebody bully him in prison. I think we got to start feeling sorry for people that's taking away other people's lives. I have no remorse. I'm sorry. Before I would be like, oh, I feel bad for this young teen. I do not. He knew what he was doing. He's 16 years old. He pretty much in his right mind. He took a young man's life away. Like, I probably didn't even do anything wrong. Literally going to the corner store to get medicine for his own mom. You gonna want to take his life away because you want to be big and bad. Okay, you're gonna be big and bad with them grown men in prison waiting for you behind. So it is what it is. That's why I keep saying that sometimes we gotta stop giving some people grace that don't deserve grace. That guy do not deserve grace. Yeah, he's crying because he realized he made a mistake, but in his mistakes, he should have known like that. Don't be big and bad. Go right ahead, Akeem. I don't feel sorry for that young man. I'm sorry.
I'm a bit appalled. I'm wondering why they didn't give him the death penalty.
Exactly.
I'm for swift justice. I love the fact that he ain't gonna get no bond. I can't wait till he get convicted. 23-hour cell for somebody who been in the judicial system. I know that if you play big boy games, you got big boy results. And him crying like a little baby, somebody need to slap him in his mouth and stand up straight. Shout out.
Yeah, I'm all in agreement with all the two of y'all. Like, you know, if you do, so yeah, I agree. I agree with him. I mean, about, you know, him being getting no bail. You took somebody's life. You took somebody's child, somebody's brother, sister, cousin. You took somebody's life. Simple as that. You shot the person, knowing that, you know, if you know, I don't care how angry you was, you know, your right side or mind you was, you took somebody's life, and you keep taking somebody's life, you know, it should be a hard penalty for you, a very hard penalty. So if it comes that, you know, he might be indicted, yeah, it's all over with. So if he gets life in prison, he gets life in prison. And you know, I'm not a fan of somebody taking somebody's life, because you took a family member's life, somebody's child, and that's definitely uncalled for. So I agree with him being charged, and he should be going to jail for the rest of his life.
Yeah, shout out to the lovely Sherry Brown that's also in the building. Great to see you. She like, y'all look so sophisticated. Not me. I look rugged. Not me. You talk about Hakeem and Jordan. I look rough. No, I'm joking. I look. Great to see you. Great to see you. Yep. I would say nobody feels sorry for that young man. I don't feel sorry for him. Boy, that was people gotta learn to put the guns down. If you're not gonna use your hands, put the guns down. Just put the guns down. That's it, man. And live to see tomorrow. But these young guys, they want to be big and bad, carry around all these guns, like, oh, you're not gonna touch me. I'm Mr. Untouchable. Then you're gonna cry in front of the judge, like I'm sorry. Like, come on, get out of here. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell.
I do got
on the
some
right
breaking
hand
news,
side.
guys, if y'all want it.
Yeah, I know. That one, I'm gonna go right now. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right hand side so you never miss it. When we go live, shout out to everybody that's watching all across the board. Go right ahead, Jordan.
All right, I got some breaking news for you guys. Breaking news. So there was somebody in chat told there was a Philly plane crash, and it is true. There was it just came out breaking news. There was a small plane crash in North East Philadelphia. 2 people was on the plane. Several are injuries on the ground. So far as I know, we don't know if there's any deaths right now. But right now, breaking news: a small plane has crashed. So Hakeem, start from the very last slide, and then move your way to the front because it'll say breaking
on the ground. The image, yes, it is a disaster for sure.
Yeah, especially this time of night, Joe, because it's the rush hour is just about over, but I'm sure it was pretty active in that area. It is the mall area, and that, once again, it is in a neighborhood. The row homes we are looking at on our video, you can't see our video, are backed up to this ball of flames from where that plane went down. So, oh my gosh, I can understand when one of your sources said it is an absolute disaster.
The image that we were able to see from the Citizens app showing those row homes, and then to the left, this large fire burning behind them. I understand that is the area of the Roosevelt Mall, of course. And then on the ground,
Yeah, that's it, Hakeem. So yeah, man, this is crazy, yo. We got another plane crash. Less than 48 hours, yo. What is going on in 2025? There has been some casualties. Right now we don't know the names yet, but yeah, like over less than 48 hours, another plane crash coming in America. So go ahead, Ronnie. What's your take?
Like I told people, it has begun. I told that to my family members. I told that to my friend. I tell that to everybody. It has begun. It's like every time it's the year of Trump, there's always some type of catastrophe going on within the United States. But this has been going on for a very long time. It probably was numerous plane crashes. It's just never been reported. But now, since our beloved Trump is in office, they will report like plane crashes crashing all over the place. If you do research, there've been plane crashes going on all across the board because something going on within those towers. The towers where they get the signal, people are failed to doing their job. And Trump already spoke about that yesterday, about how people are not doing their job in the tower. And then now that TMZ put out a report stating that the person that was supposed to be monitoring the towers went on break. So people not doing their job the way they're supposed to be doing. If people not doing their job within the tower, you're going to have plane crashes. It's sadly been stated, man, it's sad to see that, like, people are losing their life over someone failed to doing their job. Someone need to be held accountable for this, and the games need to stop going on within the United States. Go right ahead, Hakeem.
We're seeing the changing of the times, and it's very unfortunate people are losing their lives. But we have to get serious, and I think this is what he's going to do. We need to reevaluate the system and how we hire people. We need to reevaluate who we allow these people into these spaces to work, air traffic control, you name it, whatever. I don't want so much as far as hiring people based off race, color, or creed, based on if you can do the work. And that's what's important. And, when people are losing family members and all of this, and I just seen the list of people who passed away, it's very sad.
Yeah, man. It's heartbreaking, just to hear something like this again, and just to see, like I said, we don't know. It was a small plane that crashed, so I don't think it was a commercial plane, so it was like a small plane, so it could have been, a couple people in there, but it looks like it happened at night. So yeah, just want to know what's really, like, get to the information, like, who was on the plane, who was flying it, was he flying in the area that he's supposed to be flying and everything. So yeah, man, 2025 is, it's not starting really good with the fires and the plane crash. So, hopefully, there'll be more, good news, coming on to the year. But yeah, this hate starting the year off like this.
Yeah, it's every time Trump is in office, it seems like there's always some type of catastrophe going on. And then people are like, oh, yeah, is because people are failing to do their job. Stuff like this could have been pretty much been avoided. Literally been avoided. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss it when we go live. Genesis say it might be a conspiracy. Maybe. That's what it's looking like to me. Because, like, out of nowhere, 2 plane crashes in 1 week. Like, come on. Now, don't get me wrong. Plane crashes does happen all over the world. But it's like, United States, come on. When the technology is really good here, it doesn't make any sense. Shout out to everybody that's watching us all across the board. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We really greatly appreciate everybody that always come and show us love, contribute, comment in the building. Thank you guys so much. Shout out to Genesis, that dog that's always coming through. Guys, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to her channel. Sometimes she co-hosts with the Man Drip. Shout out to the lovely Sherry Bryan. It's always good to see Sherry Bryan that's in the building, see that she's doing well and she's up and about. Thank you so much for being here. Shout out to the mother, the Thompson Vincent, that's also in the building. Great to see you. Thank you for coming by. Shout out to Joe No Hurt Him. Thank you so much, Big Dog, for coming through. Blessed to be upon you. Shout out to Gore, that's also in the building. Gore be watching us from the cloud. Shout out to him. So when you come in the chat, it's great to see you. Shout out to Know Your Word, that's also in the building. Great to see you. Shout out to that new subscriber that's watching us right now. The person I told about the plane crash was the guy from Kick. So shout out to him for coming through. I think it's Benjamin FN. Thank you so much for letting us know. We did cover that. So hopefully you can hear that we did cover it. Shout out to Kev504 that's also watching us in the building. Thank you so much for being here. Shout out to Nate the Magnificent watching us on Instagram. Hustle and Muscle. Thank you so much. Sunshine. Thank you so much. And also Miss Bell also watching us on Instagram. Thank you so much for tuning in. We greatly appreciate it. Shout out to like the 5 people that's watching us on Rumble. Thank you so much for being there. Also the 20 people watching us on X. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Guys, make sure you go to KL Culture Radio in the description where you can find the KL Culture Radio t-shirt, the KL Culture Radio hat, and also the KL Culture Radio coffee mug. Shout out to Killer Swag that was also in the building. He was watching it from the cloud. Thank you so much for being here. What Genesis says, you're right. Technology is way, way too advanced for accident like this. Like, literally, Genesis, the technology we have is one of the best. I think Japan is number 1, China is number 2, and we like number 3 when it comes to technology. It doesn't make any sense. It just really doesn't make any sense that this type of catastrophe is happening. Guys, make sure you subscribe to Genesis channel as well. The lovely mama put in the chat. Go and support the sister. She be going live with Drip. Thank you so much. And also make sure you go to KL Culture Radio in the community tab where you can find Prince King book, Black Love. His album's about to drop, I think, in March. So be on the lookout for that. So y'all pay attention to that. Be on the lookout for that. That's about to drop in March. And I told our king, we got to make sure we play some soundtracks throughout the week before when it's about to drop, so you guys can go ahead and cop that and support the brother, man. He's still an artist at the end of the day. He's still an artist. He's doing a lot of good things. Not only that, but guys, also be on the lookout for more KL Culture Radio gear Hakeem's working on in the back. So be on the lookout for that. We'll let you guys know so when y'all can go ahead and purchase it. Not only that, also make sure become members as well, because pretty soon we got interviews about to set up that we're going to be dropping on members only. So become members today. That's also in the description. And if the mom and the Thompson Vincent can put it in the chat so you guys could also become members. Because pretty soon we got 2 interviews we got set up. It's going to be really, really dope. 2 people y'all probably even know within the space. So be on the lookout for that. That interview is about to get ready to drop. Thank you guys for tuning in. You know, it's the weekend time. Football's almost done. Next week is Super Bowl, but this week it's still NBA. It's still some hockey going on for those that do watch hockey. Thank you so much for tuning in to KL Culture Radio. We over and out. Peace.